If you have a lawyer and your lawyer tells you not to travel, listen to your lawyer. Will being accused of a crime prevent a green card holder from entering the United States? A new Supreme Court case just came out, and this is what happened. A man, let's call him Lau, he had been arrested but not convicted of selling counterfeit t-shirts. He returned to the United States after a short trip abroad, and when he traveled, immigration allowed him to come back in with a parole. He was not admitted as a permanent resident. He was admitted with a parole. Then a year later, he pled guilty. He was placed in removal proceedings. And the court said, what kind of proof does someone need if they have a green card and they're coming back to the United States? And then the case went up to the Supreme Court, but the decision was a little scary. The Supreme Court ruled that immigration officers do not need clear and convincing evidence that the person committed a crime before treating them as an applicant for admission. That means that suspicion or an arrest could trigger scrutiny when coming back through a border or an airport. So if you have a green card and you were arrested, this applies to you, and you have to be very, very careful, because if you face this issue in the airport, there's going to be increased scrutiny. There's a risk of detention and parole, removal proceedings, and it impacts your ability to travel and to work. Now, it doesn't mean that every single person who has a green card is going to be detained, they're going to be arrested, they're going to lose their green card, but you guys really have to use your brains here. Is it worth the risk? If you have a criminal record, is right now the time to be traveling? The answer very well may be no. So a couple points that I want to make here is that if you have a lawyer and your lawyer tells you not to travel, listen to your lawyer. And two, if your crime was from a long time ago, whatever the situation may be, and you are eligible for citizenship, please don't wait. Please file as soon as possible, because this rule only applies to lawful permanent residents. It does not apply to U.S. citizens.